Welcome to this week's Kids Connection. I'm your host, Christopher James. This week we continue to explore the beautiful outdoors here in the Ozarks. We head over to Table Rock Lake and visit the State Park Marina. There you can rent boats of all types, including speedboats and pontoons. You can also do stand-up paddle boarding. You can go on a giant sailboat called the Spirit of America, where you can even drag out all kinds of cool inflatables with walls that you climb and slides that you go down. All kinds of fun things that you and your family can do. We also discuss some of the safety to keep in mind to always have a fun afternoon out on the beautiful lake. So right now we're going to head over to State Park Marina. Welcome to this week's Kids Connection. Christopher James, we're out here at State Park Marina with Diver Dick, and right now we're exploring all of the fun things to do out here at the marina for you and your family, kids. And we are going to talk about something pretty interesting and relatively new now, aren't we?
This is a pretty new, exciting sport out at State Park Marina, paddle boarding.
Paddle boarding.
Paddle boarding, a stand-up paddle board.
Sounds really hard, actually.
Well, it can be a little difficult, you know, people do fall in. Great for the core.
Really?
Yeah, great for the core.
So it's a good workout and fun.
Workout and fun, absolutely both.
Yeah,
we have two right here examples of our paddle boards, Grace and Carlson. They're going to show us how to paddleboard.
All right, and you're going to walk us through the steps of paddleboarding.
Yes.
So let's get to it.
First, to make sure you have a life jacket on, and make sure there's no boat traffic right in the vicinity. It's best to start in the seated position, like you see these guys with their feet on the board, and then kind of crawl onto with your knees. Instead of stand right up on the paddleboard, you might fall in. So if you start kind of onto the knees, like these kids are doing now, off the dock onto the knees. Very good, very good. Paddle in your hand, checking again for boat traffic, make sure it's safe. A lot of people just do this. Some people never get past this position. I myself like to sit down on the paddleboard. But you also constantly got to be watching for boat traffic, paddling back and forth. Then when you feel comfortable, you can go ahead and stand up. Use your paddle to kind of hold you in position. So go ahead, guys, try to stand up. Show everybody how to do that. Use the paddle. See what Grace did right there? Use the paddle or your hands to stand up. You can go quite a ways. We rent those by the hour. Mostly people probably do a 2-hour session right out of the cove here and just kind of follow the shoreline. We stay close to the marina and follow the shoreline, and usually best to stick together with your buddy. But just paddling back and forth. Got a lot of strength in the feet. You need to, use your feet for balance. Just kind of paddle back and forth and back and forth. It's a great way to get outside, great way to see the lake, get a little sun, some vitamin D, a little exercise. All right, now to come on back to the dock, paddle on back, and we'll show everybody how to get off the paddleboard. This is a dock entry. I mean, some people just wade out waist deep off the shoreline to get on the paddleboard, but this is a docking method. Grace is coming right up to the dock, uses that paddle for balance, and then kind of sits back down on her knees. Gets close to the dock and back onto the dock. You've done that a few times. Now this is actually his first time on a stand-up paddleboard, so if anybody's thinking that these guys have a lot of practice, this is actually his first time on a stand-up paddleboard. So you can see it's really not that hard. The balance is the main thing, but he's coming back to the dock. Gonna grab the dock with this paddle, edge up close to the dock, and grab it. Good job. Almost fell in. That's part of the fun, is falling in. I mean, it's wet, it's hot out here. Might as well get wet, you know? Wear your swimsuit and have some fun, get wet on the lake.
Welcome back to Kids Connection. I hope you're having fun as we explore the State Park Marina over at Table Rock Lake. Right now, we're going to go over and talk about some of the safety issues that you have to keep in mind. Table Rock Lake is incredibly busy during the summer, so it's important to always mind the safety rules and regulations. Our friend Valerie is going to go right down the checklist, tell us everything that we need to know if we wanted to rent one of the boats or the jet skis to go out and enjoy a beautiful afternoon here in the Ozarks. So right now, let's head back over to State Park Marina and visit our new friend, Valerie. So we're still out here at State Park Marina, and now I am with Valerie. And Valerie, I want you to pretend that I'm coming into the marina,
okay,
and I'm renting a boat or a jet ski or whatever else you have for me to rent to go out on the lake. What do you tell the people that come in? Are there certain rules, a checklist you have to go over? What exactly do you have to do?
Okay, so first off, were you born before January 1st of #84?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, no worries, no worries. That means you do not need a Missouri boating license. Where are you from, though?
I am, well, I live in Missouri now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you don't need a Missouri boating license. You just need to be born before that time.
Okay.
After we figure all that out, I'd ask you, are you the only driver? Are there other people wanting to drive?
Mm-hmm. My 3-year-old wants to drive.
Okay, well, unfortunately, he was born sometime late 2000s. So you're going to have to... No, he can be a co-captain,
okay,
but can't actually drive.
All right, I'll give him a little hat. So, all right, so I'll just be the only driver.
Yes.
Okay, so what now?
Okay, then I need to see your driver's license. It's got to be valid. I'm going to fill out all that information, address, name, all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. And then after we get all that, I'm going to go over some rules with you.
Okay, what are the rules?
Okay. So I got this nice little paper right here with some rules on it.
All right, and they would be?
Okay, so you are the operator of the watercraft.
Yes.
So you're responsible for all the lives on the boat.
Oh,
everyone trusts you, right?
More or less, yes.
Okay.
Except when playing board games. But yeah,
Okay, yeah, I got you.
All right.
Okay, so after we go over the rules, we're going to go over some of them. Let's see. Okay, so you're responsible for all the lives on the boat. Everyone trusts you. Good to go. Everyone that is 13 and under, and then non-swimmers all have to wear safety vests / life jackets.
All the time?
At all times.
13 and under.
Yes, and then non-swimmers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the next thing is only you, and solely you, not your 3-year-old, is permitted to operate the boat.
Okay. Got it.
And therefore you cannot drink, you're the one that's
text. Can I text and
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're making this difficult.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Okay. So after we get through all that, no alcohol, no drinking, because you are safe. No texting. We're gonna follow all the state, federal boating laws. That's easy because you know how to drive a boat.
Yes.
Okay, and then we're gonna obey no wake buoys.
Okay.
And then we are going to operate at idle speeds inside of any marina, so no waves inside the marina.
Yeah, you don't want to be rocking the boat.
No, not till we get out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to stay at least 200 feet from all of the watercrafts, docks, and shorelines when we're not at a wakeless speed, so no waves again.
So you can't be these people that come up to the showboat, because I work on the showboat, and try to get as close as they possibly can.
You can't.
It's very dangerous.
You can't ride up next to them and be like, "Hey, showboat Branson Bell!"
I don't know why they do that.
No.
They're fools.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't be a fool.
That.
Don't be a fool.
That. Don't be that. All right.
Okay, so then we're going to ask that you don't beach the watercraft, and then we're going to ask that you don't pick up those hitchhikers on the shoreline.
Really? There's hitchhikers?
There's rules because it's happened before.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna ask that you don't tie up or make contact with anyone else as well. We don't want anyone bumping boats together. This isn't bumper boats, bumper carts. And then we're gonna ask that you don't carry more than the maximum number of passengers allowed. So what kind of boat did you want?
Right.
Yeah.
So like a pontoon.
Pontoon. Okay, yeah. You cannot exceed 12 passengers, and every
12. That's a lot of people. I don't have 12 friends, so okay.
Hey, you can pick some up as long as they're not on the shoreline.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
And then there aren't any refunds for early return or due to weather, but you would get a rain check if you got out there and it started raining. Gas isn't included, but you do go out with full tank. Then whenever you get back, you just top it off.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yep.
That's it.
And then you get a few signatures in there.
And then we're off, and we're boating.
Almost.
It's a lot of rules to this.
Life jackets.
Uh-huh.
That's the next
Gotta
thing.
go get those,
yes.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you get a captain's sticker. That's cool, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's it. But we're ready. Let's
We're
go
ready.
boating. You want to
Yes. Let's go.
go? You got 12 friends? Or 10
We'll
friends?
find 10 friends.
We can pick them up on the shore.
Yes.
See? Test. You didn't say no.
Oh,
So.
dog.
We are still out here at State Park Marina, and I am with Valerie, and I thought it'd be important to talk about life jackets a little bit more. It's a little confusing to some people.
Yes.
And so let's just clarify who has to wear them, what the types are, and basically what your rules are if they come out to the marina. So
Okay.
go.
So we've got a life jacket here. Good standard life jacket that we have here at State Park Marina. Everyone that is 13 and under, and then all non-swimmers, we require that you wear a life jacket at all times.
Right.
Now, kids, don't worry because they don't look like those orange donut ones. They're actually pretty cool to wear. And then anyone that's tubing, cliff jumping, or just really on the boat going super fast, we want you wearing the life jackets.
There you go. All right, so they have to keep those on at all time, and you have
Yes.
different ones. What's this one?
Yes. Okay. So let's say you got a baby
This one's
on
got
board.
A baby on board. Do you
This
have the
is-
little sign in the window? Remember those? You don't remember those. But go ahead.
Okay, so we got the infant life jacket for
with the
those babies
penguin?
on board. Yep, little penguin on
Why
there.
would a penguin wear a life jacket? The penguin has a life jacket on. That seems kind of,
And why does he have a
redundant.
surfboard?
I don't know. Doesn't really make any sense. But okay, so you got the infant ones.
Infant, we have the youth ones actually, and then we have the extra large, large. We have one for everybody.
Everybody, are you sure? Are you going to make that bold of a
I
statement?
am 100% sure.
Okay. All right, I've seen the downfall of one
Yep.
size fits all, so in person. But anyways, so you come out and they make sure that these fit, right? You have, when they're getting on the boats, when they're getting their training and stuff, I've done it before, you have guys that size it all up
Yep.
and show you everything, right?
Got to jump up and down, wiggle around, make sure it all fits.
You really have to do that?
No. You
Oh.
can if you want, though.
That sounds very hot today, but
Yeah.
that's okay. So you go out, then they give you a little tour of the boat, sort of a little training, I
Yes.
guess, on the boat, show you how to
Yes.
do everything and stuff. And yeah, I've done it before. It's pretty fun.
And you
So-
were wearing a life jacket.
I was at all times because I was 13.
Exactly.
No, I wasn't. But okay, cool. Well, thanks, Valerie.
Yes.
And let's go out. Let's do it. The Spirit of America is here. Let's do that. The Spirit of America is right here in Branson, Missouri. We are back with Kids Connection, and we are still at the State Park Marina out here talking to Kaylin about flyboarding. Why don't you tell the kids and families what flyboarding is exactly?
How we usually describe flyboarding to most people, just to kind of get a thought in your head of what it's going to look like. We call it the aquatic version of like an Ironman per se. So what you're going to see here in a moment is somebody strapped into what essentially is about wakeboard bindings. Now, those bindings attach via a long hose to the back of a wake runner. That wake runner then actually gives the propulsion through that hose and enables a person to actually come and like levitate out of the water. So it gives you the ability to actually fly over the water.
What?
Yeah, it's
I didn't know
crazy.
you guys had this. I've seen it on TV or like on YouTube and
Yeah,
stuff.
well, we've been here in Branson for the past 3 years doing this at State Park, so we've got very, very good at what we do.
Wow. What are the age limits?
You have to be 13 years old as the minimum, and you have to weigh at least 100 pounds in order to do that with us, just because of the propulsion that is actually coming through those jets.
Otherwise, it's like an Ironman 1 situation where you're flying into the...
Yeah, you're just kind of still figuring it out
of
and
control.
flying around. Yeah, so
That's
it definitely
hilarious.
helps to have a little bit of weight behind you. Absolutely.
All right, cool. Well, we're going to take a look at it with a couple of your volunteers. Who do we have out here that's going to flyboard for us?
You're going to see one of our instructors, Andy Carpenter, who's going to be running the jet ski, and then you're going to see this year he's kind of like our little flyboard intern. He's a cousin of mine who's
Yeah.
going to be doing some flyboarding for you today. Now, he hasn't done it a whole lot, so but he has been out there with me a few times in the past. But
So this is going to be exciting.
this is going to be exciting. Yes, he's very, very good at it, and you're able to to do so many different things on it that, you know, as you learn and progress, you start maybe flying one day, the next thing you know, you're doing, you know, dolphin dives in and out of the water and spins. And our instructor that you'll see running the jet ski, he's very, very good at this. He does backflips and all kind of tricks. He is absolutely outstanding on the flyboard.
So when somebody does it, do they do it in this area over here, though?
Yes, we have our own area that you can see out here in the cove, and we like it just because it's free of boat traffic. There's no wakes back here, and generally speaking, it's got the open water that we look for. That way we're not restricted, because the person actually on the flyboard is controlling where you go. The jet ski is actually just providing the propulsion, like we had said earlier, but the person flying really has freedom of movement because they're the ones controlling as far as navigation, where we go. So we're just kind of along for the ride when we're actually powering you to fly around.
That sounds awesome.
Yes.
Well, let's take a look. Welcome back to Kids Connection. One of our most popular segments this season has been our Junior Reporters. We send out some fun kids to talk to entertainers and other public figures around Branson. You never know what they're going to ask, and it's always a good time. So right now, we're going to let our friend Cassandre, one of our Junior Reporters, talk with Cassandre, a performer that has been around Branson for quite some time, and I'm sure you've seen her in various shows from Silver Dollar City to her current job at the Showboat Branson Belle. So let's head over and let Cassandre take over as he talks with Cassandre.
Hi, this is Cassandre Hansen, reporting with Kids Connection with Cassandre Hagen.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for interviewing me today. I'm really looking forward to this.
So how is it working in the showboat?
I love the showboat. It is so much fun because not only do I get to sing when I'm there, but we get to go out on the lake, and we even get to have some of that yummy food if we want it. It's so wonderful, and I work with some pretty great people too.
What is it like being the only girl singer in the show?
It's pretty fun, actually, because the guys that are on the showboat are actually pretty nice. Even Christopher James is a pretty nice person. Yeah. Sometimes people wonder about that. He's a good guy. And all the showmen are so nice. I know your daddy used to be a showman, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And all the guys are so, so great. Our rhythm, our dancers, they're amazing. And then our band, oh, they're so good. You've heard them play, right?
Yes, I have.
They're wonderful. So I have a really good time. It's a really nice cast of people. Even all of our tech crew, really great people. We're very blessed.
Mm-hmm. What kind of stuff do you sing on the showboat?
Well, this year I get to sing a little bit of everything. I'm singing some Natalie Cole music. We're doing a tribute to her this year. And I sing a little bit of a love medley at first, which is really fun. There's some fun songs in that. And then I get to sing the prayer, which is a little more classical sounding, and get to sing a little Italian. And then we do a really nice patriotic section. And before that, we do a movie medley that we change really fast and do like 27 songs as fast as we can. And it's pretty fun.
Wow.
That's my favorite.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're not performing on the showboat?
Oh, gosh. Well, what I love to do is just kind of hang out with my little girl. She's 3, and we have so much fun together. We watch her shows, and she even watches shows with me that I like Andy Griffith, and, you know, just kind of fun shows. And we make popcorn together, and that's our little snack. And then sometimes we'll walk over to the park and play. And we have a favorite little spot to eat lunch that we can walk to, too, that's really nice. And when it's really nice outside, we like to go swimming. It's really fun. Yeah.
I think right now it's still a little too cold to go
swimming. A little too chilly. Yeah.
It was a really nice day.
Yeah, very nice.
Do you have any more kids than just your little 3-year-old?
Just my little girl. Yeah.
How is she doing?
She's wonderful. She's a very sweet little person, and almost all the time she listens to me. Almost.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing.
Well, are you married?
I am married, yes. I am married to Timothy Haygood of the Haygoods, and he's Banjo Boy. You know, he's got kind of this whole other personality. It's a pretty nice guy. He's kind of crazy, Banjo Boy is. He flies in on a jetpack during the show, so that's really something. He doesn't bring that home, though. It's not allowed indoors, so, you know, you understand. Yeah.
How was it like being born into the Haygoods?
Well, I was actually married into the Haygoods,
married,
but it's
sorry.
okay. It's all right. I get asked that a lot if I'm their sister, and I say, well, I'm their sister-in-law because Timothy's my husband. So they ask me, are you married to the Haygoods? And I say, just the one. So, you know, just so people know. Yeah.
Can you do a Grandma Irma impression?
I can. What do you want me? You want me to interview you real quick as my Aunt Irma?
Maybe.
Okay, so pretend that I have a blonde curly wig and glasses on right now that are pink, okay?
Okay.
So, Kirsten, how's it going today? Are you enjoying doing the interview, are you?
Yeah.
Great. Now, when you found out you're going to get to do this interview, were you just like, oh, I'm so excited? Or were you like, oh, I'm a little nervous? Or how were you feeling about that?
I was half and half.
That's a really nice response, actually. It's very mature of you. How old are you, Kirsten?
I'm 8, almost 9.
You are a very nice young man, and I am so happy to have been here with you today. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
How was that? Was that kind of weird?
It was kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Cassandre. And this is Cashton Hansen with Kids Connection signing off.